What am I wearing? There are 3 things that I do before every run to optimize performance. They take 15 minutes total and are meant to prevent injury, improve performance, and reinforce technique. Today I'm taking you on my pre-run routine, the proven routine that makes you faster than your brother. So, let's get into it. I'll start with the most controversial of the 3 tasks, foam rolling. Now I posted about this last fall, what to make of foam rollers, where I concluded that there isn't a lot of science that backs up foam rolling. It may help with muscle soreness and flexibility, but if you're time constrained, then there's probably more evidence-based activities that you should do first. Today, this conclusion still rings true, except for the fact that I'm doing everything possible to improve my 5K time, which means I'm willing to go on a limb on some of these activities that may or may not be backed up by evidence, such as foam rolling. So I grab a foam roller and I start rolling. I spend about 20 seconds on each muscle group. In order, I work on my calves, hamstrings, glutes, quads, and feet. The goal is to loosen up the muscles and get the blood flowing for my upcoming dynamic warm-up. Next, I get into my respiratory muscle training, or breath work. So I bought this device off of Amazon a few weeks ago. It was maybe $60, and it's an exercise for your respiratory system. It makes inhalation and exhalation more difficult, and there's various resistance levels that you can increment over time as you improve. And what I do are 2 sets of 10 inhalations and exhalation cycles with a 30-second rest in between those 2 sets. It's like doing a couple bicep curls for your lungs. And the best part, it works. There have been multiple studies on respiratory training and its effects on run performance. In one study, they tested the effects of respiratory training on 800-meter runners. They had one control group that didn't do the training, and they had one intervention group that did do respiratory training twice a day, 5 out of 7 days a week. After 4 weeks of the study, the control group did not improve their 800-meter race time, but the intervention group improved their 800-meter race time by 6 seconds just by doing the breath work. And this study echoes what a number of other studies have published, and that's that respiratory training does improve inspiration strength, blood flow efficiency, and race performance. So for $60 and a few minutes a day, I train my lungs. Plus I've read it's good for just general health too, like lowering your blood pressure. Lastly, I get into a dynamic warm-up. This is familiar to most, except that I include running drills that improve running technique and prevent injury. I perform each for about 15 seconds, and whether I'm going for an easy run, intervals, or running sprints, these are the same dynamic warm-up exercises that I do each time. High knees, butt kickers, A skips, B skips, side shuffles, karaoke, straight leg bound, leg swings, lateral leg swings, squats, calf raises, toe raises, after these drills are complete, I'm bouncing off the walls and just ready to get into running. Just talking about this makes me want to go for a run, if I hadn't already today. So here are my final thoughts. Before every run, I foam roll, respiratory train, and do my dynamic warm-up exercises. If I'm short on time, then I'll cut out the least evidence-based method first, like foam rolling. But more times than not, this 3-step combo prepares me for 25 miles a week without injury and with improved performance. And we'll see if it pays off. In my first race of the year, this upcoming Saturday, I have a 5K scheduled. So thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you want to see the results to my 5K race performance, sign up for my weekly newsletter. There's a link down in the description for that. I'll be sending out the race results next week, and I'm hoping I can get under 20 minutes. We'll see if I can break 19. That might be pushing it. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next week.